I'm Giovanni. I am the owner and creator of Geo Fitness Quest, and today we're going to be talking about how to be successful in a fitness journey, specifically weight loss and also muscle gain. So that's me introducing myself. This is Ray. I'm going to let him talk about himself a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, I am Ray. So I'm an advanced yoga teacher, and I've known Geo for like almost 4 years.
3+ years.
Yeah, 3+ years. And we're just here to talk about some stuff, about our individual opinions on different topics, and try to bring the best to you guys.
Yeah, so just so you guys are aware, Ray was fat. He was overweight. I was also fat. I had a power gut, power lifter. So yeah, we're just going to talk about some different things to how to be successful. I think number one thing is what is success? You have to find out what your goals are. What are you trying to achieve? So yeah, okay, we're trying to lose weight. Okay, specifically what are we trying to do? If you're trying to lose weight, you obviously want to change your body. So let's think about it. Somebody wants to add on muscle, so protein with every meal is going to be super important. Everyone always asks, when is a good time to have protein? Every meal. Always have protein in every one of your meals. The ways that I operate for optimal fat loss is having fats and protein in the morning, and as I get closer to my workout period, I start introducing carbs into it. So I want my body to recognize fat as a fuel source. Once your body does that, you'll start to notice, for myself, I sweat like crazy. So that's like one of the things to kind of shift your body over that way. And then, so you go into your workout, and so after your workout, you're going to have carbs. Carbs produce an insulin response. When you have an insulin response, you want to have that protein in there. And with that protein and the insulin response, your body is going to be able to absorb all the nutrients that it needs to heal the muscles for the recovery stage. So protein synthesis is super high after your exercises. So do you have anything you want to talk about on
that? Well, specifically to like being successful in just weight loss and like weightlifting, I feel like it's finding your groove specifically to what works for you. So we can be here with our opinions and whatnot, but it's, at the end of the day, I feel like it's what works for you. And that's the way I was able to completely transform the way I looked at weightlifting or losing weight, is finding my groove in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I guess you can only really find that out by trying out what is being offered to you, since maybe you're coming into here with no knowledge at all, or even any experience, and I feel like it doesn't matter. I feel like that's the best part, to gain and continue to stack on people's opinions and preferences and what works for them, and then eventually make it your own and begin to create from there. So on the topic of success, I guess it kind of depends.
Yeah.
So
would you say that you have reached your success, or are you still kind of striving for more?
I feel like I'm always striving for more, but that's also like a cautious subject for me, like striving for more or being satisfied with where I'm at. I feel like that's a big thing going into like fitness, and just like with my goals. I'm making sure that I'm continuously validating myself for what I have accomplished, so that I can continue to motivate myself to like wake up every day and do it every day. Otherwise, you get burnt out. Like if you're going into there with the object of just wanting to lose, whatever, right? But just continuously fueling your fire. So I feel like I am successful with my everyday battle with myself in the fitness and gaining muscle and losing weight.
Yeah, absolutely. I would agree. It's a great segue for ego. Talking about ego. Honestly, like, for your fitness journey, you got to drop it. You got to get rid of it. In this day and age, so it's a double-edged sword. So there's the internet, okay? Not everybody on the internet knows what the hell they're talking about. So if you're It's the truth. Seriously.
Us either. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I'm certified. I'm a certified personal trainer. I have certifications in fitness nutrition as well. I've been trained by collegial athletes, so there is experience there. Do I know everything? No, absolutely not, and I don't act that way either. This is for information to help out others because, I struggled with that. I would always compare myself to somebody else, and Ray, I'm sure you can attest to that as well. And especially this day and age with Instagram and everything that you see out there, like, don't compare yourself to those people. I have people that'll say, I want to look like you, or, you look so great, and it's like, cool. I appreciate that, but that's not what I'm going for. It's just motivation and inspiration for you to get your top body and what you want. Do you have anything you want to talk about on that?
I mean, it's easy to get caught up in the hype.
Yeah,
the hype
absolutely.
The hype of seeing, people that look good.
Yeah.
And being like, I don't feel like it's bad to have someone to look up to. But I feel like you can definitely get lost in that, and that's where I kind of like touch back on like validating yourself, and that gets lost.
Yeah.
Because now you're after a certain specific, like maybe unrealistic goal.
Yeah.
Because maybe that person's been training for 20 years.
Yeah.
Shout out to Corey
G.
That's Corey G is someone that I look up to personally, and it's just because of the fact that I'm not gonna get too much into that, but it's the fact that I admire what he does, and he's been doing it for a long time, and I trust him.
Yeah.
And that's, you gotta find who you trust, and sometimes you gotta like jump in there.
Yeah.
Like I trust Gio with a lot of my things. Like if I have like someone that I want to call immediately, I call him about certain things. No, despite how much like experience I have, like lifting weights, bodybuilding.
Yeah.
I'm an advanced yoga teacher, but like I look at bodybuilding and then weightlifting as a hobby of mine, and I take a lot of pride in that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, to get off topic, but I mean for body stuff, man, I feel like the next topic would be, and by the way, this is a thing we wrote down topics so we don't get sidetracked. So that's why I'm looking at it.
Yeah, it's really easy for us to get sidetracked.
Yeah. So, but there's 6 steps here, and that's what we're going over right now. And the next one is body reaction, and how body reaction as in what you're eating and how your body reacts to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like that's a huge thing, and if you want to kind of touch on that.
Yeah. So there's no perfect one-all be-all diet for every single person. Everyone has a different life. Everyone has different genetics. Some people may be very similar, but it's super important for you to look at how food affects you. There's so many different things out there. We were talking about the internet, the overload. Just experiment with what works for you. It may be, there's the keto diet. You have the keto diet. You have intermittent fasting. There's being vegan. There's vegetarian, pescatarian. So many different options out there. Find what you like and what you like to eat, because that's important. I think that's super important because that's what a lot of people will fall off with, especially with their goals. They're like, this is so boring, right? And it doesn't have to be that way. I like to go by the 80-20 rule. 80% clean, 20% dirty. I don't even like to say dirty. 20% pleasure foods.
It's still solid.
Yeah. But I think it's really important, and also to know your body type. Like you mesomorph, which is a natural lean. Like you see somebody who's naturally lean, muscular. There's endomorph and ectomorph. So like finding what is your body type, and then on the internet you can find out what macros you need for your body type, and it's super easy to find out. So that's one area you can start to look into, and you can calculate all that stuff throughout there. I don't want to get on a ramble topic about this. I can talk forever about it, but there's just some ideas. I'm gonna let Ray talk a little bit about that as well.
I mean, to kind of like go over some other things while we're on the topic as well, because they kind of work together. Is like I feel like if you're in here with the idea of you want to lose weight quick, and that's like your main goal, you just want to lose weight, you don't really want a lifestyle change, the fire is not gonna be there. The fire is not gonna be there for very long.
Yeah.
Maybe it will be for 6 months, maybe even just a month, or maybe even just a year. Eventually you fall off, right? And if you are someone that falls off consistently, it's because you have to find the groove of like, this is my new lifestyle, right? So that means it's gonna take some work. This is not easy. It's not easy to lose weight. It's not easy to find out how your body reacts to certain foods. It's not easy to find the perfect workouts for yourself. You know, it's not easy. It takes some time. It takes some research. You know, but the thing is it's like everything else. Like, I'm pretty sure you have experience going into something new where you just completely, everything's unfamiliar, right? You don't understand anything. It's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. But as soon as you understand like how losing weight works, how gaining weight works, how the body reacts to certain things, and how different exercises make your body shift different ways and get your muscles to perform the way they want to, then that's when everything makes sense. That's when doing this is more discipline than anything else, right? Because then it becomes easy. We know what to do. We know how to move forward. So the topic of like how your body reacts to certain things is you have to literally, when you eat food, stop eating so quickly. Stop like eating and then going to do something else. Like when you eat, notice how you feel afterwards.
Absolutely.
Notice how you feel. Like, okay, I'll speak personally. For me, my body reacts really well with brown rice, but it also reacts really well with sweet potatoes. My body reacts terribly with pasta. Like pasta makes me feel like really sluggish. Some people get a lot of energy from pasta. Me, I don't. I don't personally. You know, and for red meats make my stomach hurt. I feel like my body has a hard time digesting them, and that's just me. Some people, I have a buddy. He all he eats is red meat. Yeah. You know, and it works great for him. Yeah. If he eats white meat, he loses muscle, he loses weight too much, and it's all bad for him. Yeah. Me personally, I like to have lean meats. It makes me feel clean. It makes my body run really well. Chicken and turkey, that my body runs optimal off of those two things. Since those are lower fat meats, I add my fats in with other things. Maybe it's avocado, maybe it's nuts, or whatever, you know. But with that being said, you have to do your own research and you have to listen to your body.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's the best way you can move forward. Yeah. You
know. Really quick, I just want to tell you guys, fats are not bad. Okay, it's how you eat your fats. Okay, so like if you're having fats with carbs, remember what we were talking about. Carbs create that insulin response, and that's when the fats start to affect us in a negative way. Fats are good; they're essential for life.
I have a good thing on fats. Some people, they digest fats really well. Yeah. Personally, I don't. Yeah. I don't. I think that's another reason why red meats don't sit well with me. Yeah, because they're extremely fatty. Yeah.
Depending on the cut, but yeah, it's more fatty than anything else. Yeah.
Yeah. So with that being said, I noticed that if I'm trying to cut weight, even if I eat really low carb and I do increase my fats, my body still has a weird response. Really? I can there's certain stats and ratios about how much fat to eat and how much carbs to eat, and it's just me, my body, I have to throw it out the window because it doesn't make sense. Yeah. Because if I eat too much fat, no matter how many carbs I'm eating, it's my body I don't feel good. I feel if I'm when I go into cutting and I'm extremely low carb, I have more fats, but not to the point where it's overloading my body. Mm-hmm. I still have to keep my fats at a moderate level, and just maybe increase my protein a little more. But that's how my body works optimally. Yeah. So yeah, fats are not bad, but you have to recognize how your body reacts to them. I feel is the most thing, Yeah. And what's important.
One thing, if that was a lot of mumbo jumbo for you guys, one thing to take out of it is just know this. So protein, 1 gram of protein equals 4 calories. 1 gram of carbs equals 4 calories. 1 gram of fat is 9 calories, okay? So that's how you can kind of calculate. When I make diet plans for people, I tell them not to count the calories, but you can count the macros. And keeping track of your macros is a lot easier and keeps you mentally sane than counting calories. It can be a pain in the ass, honestly. I tried it before. I don't like it. Counting macros is a lot easier for myself to keep track of how much I have in, calories in versus calories out, and what my goals are for that time frame. But let's move on to the next thing. What do we got?
So the next thing is, we put in here insecurities, and I feel like that's like huge, especially, for me personally, like a lot of my drive, at first, like when I first started lifting weights or trying to lose weight, period, I had insecurities that I let dominate my lifestyle.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I would focus a lot on, I would look in the mirror a lot.
Yeah.
I look
The
in
mirror.
Yeah, I look in the mirror.
Oh my God, the
I
mirror.
look in the mirror. I'd be like, damn, I'm still not looking what I want to look like. And I feel like,
Yeah.
So I began to challenge myself with looking in the mirror once a week, or maybe once every 2 weeks, and that's really hard to do. If once you actually put that as a goal, you'll notice how much you look in the mirror.
Yeah.
And you'll notice how much you actually like judge yourself when you're looking in the mirror. And I feel like, and the best part is though about making that goal is kind of just like set it. Getting a little off topic.
Oh, that's all right.
But setting goals is huge.
Yeah.
Because that's what makes things achievable. I feel like start small, build up in your goals, right?
Yeah.
Always start small. I feel like a little bit of achievement is more than setting your bar so high to where you fail and get discouraged. So anyway, bar setting, goal setting, whatever. But yeah, insecurities can be something that drives you for a little. I talked about this in the beginning, but something that can drive you for a little while.
Yeah.
But then eventually your fire burns out.
Yeah.
So understand, you have to talk to yourself. You have to tell yourself that you're doing great. You have to count your wins. You have to count how good you're actually doing. If you want, you can write things down and track your progress that way, so you can know that no matter what, I'm still improving.
Yeah.
Another thing is, if you actually begin to gain weight instead of losing, that doesn't matter. Stop stepping on the scale.
Yeah.
Okay, I step on the scale maybe like once a month.
Yeah, same here. Same thing for
like
me.
Not like if I really need to, or if I'm trying to achieve a certain weight, but otherwise it doesn't matter. I've gained weight and looked better, but it's because you're putting on muscle.
Yeah.
And you're losing fat.
Going to see as much of a change, and you'll be wondering like, I still have this flab and I'm heavy. Like, what's going on? It's because you're adding muscle. Okay, so don't freak out. Honestly, scales. I hate scales. I don't like going off of that at all. I step on a scale maybe once a month. That number doesn't mean anything to me. It's all about, for me, it's about the progress. How fast can I run a mile? Am I getting faster at that? Am I getting better at that? How do I feel when I wake up in the morning? Am I feeling good? Or am I, I still feel sluggish? Those are what matter. Are you getting stronger? Are you able to get more reps? You being able to stay in the gym longer and not getting gassed. Like, those are the things that you should be looking at. One thing that I want to talk about on insecurity. So I still get insecure sometimes, especially, you go in the gym and there's people, the natural occurrence is, okay, oh my God, like I'm looking at all these people, they all look so good. And so what I do is when I start getting that way is I'll throw on a hoodie. I'll wear that hoodie and I can't see my body change. And the cool thing is, and I notice this and I tell this to my clients too, I was like, if you start, really nagging on yourself about that, throw on a hoodie for a week, and then maybe even midway through that workout, take that hoodie off and you'll be like, whoa, who is this guy? Or who is this girl? That's why I like wearing a hoodie. It hides what's going on under here, but I'm still in the gym and I'm still putting in work, and that's what matters. I mean, I don't know if you do that sometimes. I like working out with a hoodie too because it makes you sweat more.
Yeah, I usually start with a hoodie, so I can get warm faster.
Yeah.
And then I just take off my hoodie mid-workout, or like probably after my first few sets.
Yeah.
Once I get warm, I take it off. So. Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing is too is a lot of the gym mirrors. They're gonna hate me for this, but they are almost like circus mirrors. If you stand in between the mirrors, you can see like you look different in this mirror, and then you look good in this mirror. It's like, what's going on here? So honestly, don't pay attention. The mirrors are like your worst enemy. The person in front of you in the mirror can either be your best friend or your worst enemy. Another thing is having a good support group. People that encourage you, people that are pushing you to do better each and every day. That's the most important thing, I think, right? Is having a good support group. People that want you to succeed in what your goals are. because sometimes we can't always just rely on ourselves. We got to have others that are checking in with you, like, did you work out today or whatever it may be. And it's like, yeah, I haven't worked out in 3 days. And if I told Ray that, he'd be like, well, are you injured? No. What the hell are you doing?
But it's much deeper.
Yeah.
It's much deeper for us, or at least speaking for myself personally. Like I don't work out. Obviously everyone has the intention of looking good when they work out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone has that. It's not wrong to have. I have it. I have insecurities and things like that. It's about just managing them, keeping them under control.
Yeah.
But I totally forgot what I was gonna say.
It's okay. I have something I want to touch on. So on my website, it says on there, everyone starts somewhere. So just remember that you're starting. This is a starting point for you. As Ray was talking, there's Corey G. He's been working out for 20 years. Or he's been in the industry for 20 years. So like comparing to him or anybody that's been working out for 5, 10 plus years, like that's not fair to yourself. Don't do that to yourself, because they're ahead of you, and that's their journey, and you're on your journey right now. So compare it to yourself to who you were yesterday, and beat that person tomorrow, or in the present.
Yeah, absolutely. Just keep your head down. Keep
Yeah.
your head down, and just continue to strive for more. It's just about what you tell
Absolutely.
yourself.
Yeah.
It's bumming me out that I can't remember what I was going to say before. It really is. It's the worst, because then when you think about it and you try to be like, what was I going to say?
Yeah.
It's just, then your mind goes blank. You can't remember anything now.
I know, yeah.
So I'm just going to let it go, and maybe it just comes back to me.
Yeah, hopefully we'll come back to you. We'll move on to the next thing.
Yeah, so the next thing we have is rep range. I wrote rep range, I wrote target areas, I wrote monthly cycle. And actually I wrote monthly cycle first before rep range.
Yeah.
So monthly cycle is changing your workouts monthly.
Yeah.
And being mindful of that, because if you're continuously doing the same thing, your body remembers. That's like kind of the easiest way to put it, is your muscles remember. They remember that, oh, I did this exercise last week. It's the same. I did the same thing last month.
Same weight last month.
Same weight. Haven't gone up in weight yet. but it feels heavy.
Yeah.
Just add a pound if you need to. It looks weird. I just put 2.5 pounds on my bench. Extra. It doesn't matter. It's better than before.
Yeah.
So and it's funny, because stuff like that, even if it's just 5 pounds, you'll notice that, wow, I actually feel a little sore now.
Yeah.
Because no matter how much like small you put on, it's like that's what matters, is to keep having your body progress. So the important thing about changing your workouts every month, I change mine every 4 weeks. And the importance is to keep your body in that mode of like not remembering.
Yeah, absolutely.
Arnold talks about it,
Yeah.
just muscle confusion.
Yeah.
So it's like, and it's crazy, because when you actually change your workouts at the end of the month, you're like renewably sore all over again.
Yeah.
Like you're just like, oh crap, like I haven't worked out in weeks.
Yeah.
No, it's because you changed your workouts and you're doing things differently. Your body's freaking out a little bit.
Yeah. One thing I want to touch on that is, as long as you're changing your workouts, it doesn't have to be every month. It could be every 6 weeks. It could be every 2 weeks. But once and honestly, if you're just doing the same thing every month in, month out, that's so boring. Like, whoa. A little rocket flew out of my mouth there.
Like a freaking cobra, man.
But yeah, that's so boring, and I think that's one of the main reasons that a lot of people fall off. And part of my program, my website, and is changing that workout every month, and just doing that. Yeah, the muscle confusion. Yeah, sets, reps, weights, tempo, resistance. Isometric. Plyometric.
It comes over time. Comes over time. Like at first, you're just like, maybe you walk into the gym, you're just like, I don't really know what to do. That's why like it comes in handy to have someone you look up to, to maybe even ask them what they do, and start there. And then over time, you build this arsenal of things that you can just pull out and do, and just feel good about it.
Yeah.
Everyone has like their own favorite exercise, and I feel like that's important. It's finding what's important and what you actually enjoy doing. Trying to stay by that, stay true to that. Yeah.
All right.
Camera turned off. It was apparently, I don't know what was going on. Anyway,
we turned the camera on. It got hot, and it had to turn off.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, reel it back in. All right.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah. So we went over kind of like the monthly cycle, just changing things.
Yeah.
Rep ranges. I mean, rep ranges is kind of like talking about that. It's more like technical.
Yeah.
If you have like certain goals, certain things like that. Me personally, if I'm trying to I guess burn more calories or keep my heart rate high, I usually do like higher rep ranges. But also it kind of goes along with the monthly cycle. So if you're doing like reps of like 12 to 20 all month, then maybe you drop down to 8 to 10 the next month.
Increase the weight.
Yeah. And then, maybe the next month it's like 5 to 6
Yeah.
or whatever it may be, whatever the case may be, but it's just increasing the weight.
Yeah.
And things like that. And I feel like it's good to have those rep ranges. They're like specific types. You could research it. We're not gonna go too much into that.
Yeah.
Certain things have different effects on the body. So I would just Google like rep ranges and hypertrophy and all that kind of stuff. Do your research. It's gonna pay off. It really is, because the thing is, the more knowledge you have, like the more info you have on how the body works and how all this is working out, like you understand the science of it. It makes it so much easier because your progress is at a rapid pace because you know what you're doing now.
Yeah.
I feel like when you go into the gym, you're just kind of like confused, and you can't blame me for that. I mean, no one's sitting around telling you what to do. But the thing is, just save yourself years. Like literally, like you can expedite how much weight you lose. You can expedite how much muscle you gain by knowing what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you're going and you're working out and you're doing like 2 sets of bench, and then you're stopping, you're just resting on your phone, you're talking on your phone, texting or whatever. I just feel like doing triceps now. It doesn't make sense. I combine a little bit of triceps sometimes with bench because it helps to build it. But the thing is like muscles grow from failure. They don't grow from resting. They don't grow from doing chest, legs, shoulders, neck all in one day.
Yeah.
You have to focus on that group. Superset it with something that superset is like when you combine 2 workouts together to make 1 set.
Yeah.
Superset it with something that's gonna complement it to get the muscle to that point of fatigue. And then understanding that that's how the muscles work is what's gonna help it grow significantly.
Yeah.
Faster, you'll notice you're more sore. You notice you're consistently more sore. No matter how much you work out, if you know what you're doing, you get sore all the time. If you're not getting sore anymore, then that's because you're not pushing your body to where, remember, your body is evolving. You have to evolve your workouts with it. You have to increase your weight, increase your rep range, you have to, whatever.
Yeah. On that topic, soreness is a way of your body telling you that it did something that it's not used to. So remember that. So if you change up your workout and you're sore, good job.
And if you're confused about what to do for workouts, this guy right here, he has and obviously we're gonna try and sell his stuff.
Yeah.
This is his video, right? Yeah. But the thing is, he has monthly workouts. They change every month. You can work out with him one-on-one. Now I'm kind of just going over this real quick, but you can work with him one-on-one. You can ask him questions, whatever. He'll answer them. He'll help you.
Yeah. There's also other people out there, so you may not like me, and that's fine. I get that.
It doesn't really matter.
We may not vibe. There's other people out there, and I'll never talk bad about anyone that has any type of program that they're working on. Yeah. And that's good, because we're on a mission right now to help people change and change properly. And make sure that the knowledge that they're getting is the right knowledge, because that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
The last thing I would want is somebody that wants to change their body, they get the wrong information, they get hurt, they don't see results, and then they're like, I'm done with this, So that's why I created Geo Fitness Quest.
Yeah.
That's my quest, and it's a fitness quest. Everyone has their own journey. Ray has his own journey that he's on for his fitness lifestyle.
Yeah. And bottom line, you're up and coming. You know, so it's
Yeah.
like, but that's the bottom line. Like, there's if you look on the web, there's like, to be honest, like we're being honest here, like there's not going to be like a significant amount of research about Gio.
Yeah.
He's not like, he doesn't have 1 million followers and sells, and sells things on Instagram and things like that. You know, he's up and coming, and I feel like it doesn't matter. I feel like when you find someone that you can trust and invest your time into, or I mean, you can just look at them. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, results don't lie. You know, and it's the same for everything, man. And to kind of like top that off, like, to kind of like get a little bit off topic, but like bottom line, like we're all natural, and, and that's like what it's all about. You know, I feel like we're not selling you like bullshit. You know,
Well, no, I mean the truth is there's a lot of fucking bullshit out there, and I'm sorry about swearing, but it's the truth, and it's something that I was completely blind to. I think a lot of people are blind to it. I remember back in the day, it'd be, you get a gym membership and you go get protein. And now you see a lot of people, they get a gym membership and they're like, fuck, I gotta get steroids so I can get big. It's like, no, you don't need that. And that's a whole nother topic. I don't want to I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but I'm not, it's me, I'm natural. So is Ray. I mean, a lot of people I surround myself are.
And the thing is like there's so much like science out there. There's so much knowledge that you can find what expedites. You can find foods that boost your testosterone. Yep. You can find certain things that boost testosterone.
Broccoli, fats. Fats are like essential for that.
It's crazy, man. If you do a little bit of research, like you can find the upper edge that people don't know. Yeah. It's like, okay. Because some people they go in the gym, they do all this work. Maybe you're in the gym for 2 hours. Hell, that's good for you. But if you go home and you eat a bunch of sugar, it's like your body's not gonna react. But I know when I'm like binging on sugar, and I love sugar. Yeah. When I do that, I can see the difference in my body. I can see that my body looks inflamed.
And feel it. You can feel it too.
You can feel it in your energy levels.
Yeah.
Body looks inflamed. I'm like, damn. I don't look as cut as I was the other day. It's because your body is freaking like, dude, stop. Yeah. Fueling me with shit.
Inflammation is gonna cause you to bloat up. For myself, I definitely cut down the sugar. And things I've noticed is I don't have as much joint pain, which is cool. Sugar is like, it's good. It has its place, right? You can agree, right?
I love sugar.
You love sugar.
I love sugar. At this moment, it's
I'm more of a I like my fried food and salty foods and stuff like that, but I do indulge in a sugar treat every once in a while, like a brownie or something like that. But I'm not saying sugar is like evil, but too much of it is bad. I would say if you notice you have a high sugar diet, try to cut it down to 50 grams a day. Or 75 grams a day. Any type of cut is good, especially when it comes to sugar.
Yeah, I like that you said that because it's kind of what I said earlier was you gotta start small.
Yeah.
You get all rambunctious, you get motivated. It's doing the stupid thing again. Camera turned off again.
Yeah. With that said, the little changes or subtle changes are the best thing to do, and you keep working your way up. Remember, when you're first starting, getting momentum is hard, but once you get going, that's the thing, is just to not stop. And that's going to be a good segue for our last thing, which is the consistency and lifestyle. Like what we talked about, finding a support group, maybe getting a personal trainer,
consistency,
maybe having a vision board.
Don't miss.
Don't miss.
Don't just go to the gym even if you don't want to. It's like find that groove that I've been talking about a million times. But find that groove and be consistent. Let me tell you, there's no better feeling than not wanting to go to the gym and then going crushing it, and then leaving and being like, damn.
I almost didn't go.
And 99.9% of the time, unless you're feeling sick, you usually feel good after you go to the gym, regardless. Yeah. Period. And then once you're there, the first 10 minutes, after 10 minutes, I feel like you're already going. You're going now. You're moving, and now you don't hate yourself for whatever. Yeah. So it's just finding that. That discipline, and that discipline doesn't. Let me tell you, it doesn't come overnight. No. It doesn't come one time. It's with being consistent and knowing that this is a part of my lifestyle now. Yeah. I'm not doing this just to lose weight. I'm doing this because it makes me feel better. One, there's a lot of stuff neurologically going on in the brain when you work out, and it's, you know, I'm not going to get into that, but it's a lot of reason why you feel better after your workouts and things like that. Energy levels go up. You feel good about yourself. You gain confidence. I mean, there's so many things that go along with it that it's like, why would I? No matter how I feel, I'm gonna go to the gym because I feel better afterwards, and that's it. It's a part of my lifestyle, and I know that my body and brain works optimally when I have exercise consistently in my life.
Yeah.
And another thing with losing weight and gaining muscle is you have to be consistent. You can't go on 3 days, take a week off.
Yeah.
On 4 days, take a week off, 2 weeks off. You know, whatever. Do something. You know, like I always say, I always say to myself, I gotta do something.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like remembering that. You know, I mean, I'm in the gym like 6-7 days a week. You know, I have rest days. Don't get me wrong, but like my rest days, I go in the gym and I do like something really small.
Yeah.
Something really small. You know, and it's like, and some days I do take off days or 2 days, or sometimes my body is really beat up. I'll take a week off. You know, but I've been consistently working out for a year straight, and taking a week off doesn't set me back that much.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like it's different, and you can build that up.
I would say it's super important if you're consistent for a year, take a week off for sure. Give your body and your joints and tendons and everything just a little bit of a break, just to kind of sit back. And I've noticed for myself, when I do that and I go back into the gym, I'm on fire again. Like I'm like, you feel good, man.
You feel good. You notice your body's healing, and sometimes you're even stronger.
Yeah.
I've gone back and like wow, I'm stronger.
Yeah.
You know,
get under that squat bar and it's just like boom.
Yeah, it's just like what? It's like I haven't even missed a day.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's crazy. People get freaked out. Oh, I missed it. You know, and I kind of like contradict myself a little bit. Oh, I missed a day. I'm getting fat again. You know, it's like if you're consistent, missing a day doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If you're consistent. If you're not consistent, it does matter.
Yeah.
You know, so but you know, just get it out of your head. Like tell yourself, like when you wake up in the morning, tell yourself like, this is my new lifestyle, man.
Yeah.
This is it. This is it. You know, you got to build that inside of you.
Yeah.
Like repeat that in your brain. Otherwise, if you're just dreading it, then you're gonna eventually the fire is gonna burn out.
Yeah.
It's sad to say, but it's true.
Yeah.
If you're not motivating yourself, if you're not looking for people to motivate you, then it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah. And one thing I'll throw out there is, yes, I am a personal trainer, but I also get personal trained as well.
I see him.
He sees me get my butt whooped. So, you know, I'm not, like I said, I will never be at that point where I know everything and nobody can teach me anything that I don't know. And that's where I found my success with my fitness journey, honestly. You know, once I dropped that ego and I learned some new stuff, it makes me feel better. I'm able to share that new stuff with others and continue that process, because that's what it's all about. It's about sharing my knowledge and giving that to you guys and others.
Camera messed up again.
Yeah. So like I was saying, sharing that knowledge. But we're gonna wrap it up here. I want to thank you guys. Ray and myself want to thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe. Also check out my Instagram, which will be in the description. You can check out my website as well. There's multiple options on there for monthly programs, monthly membership. If you're in the Orange County area, I do have a studio that I train out of, so if you would like to train with me personally, you can reach out to me on there as well, or on Instagram. All my contact stuff is on there, so you guys can feel free to reach out to me. Ray, you got anything? Thanks for doing this with me, man. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it. I like hearing myself talk sometimes. But yeah, I mean, we just apologize for the camera cutting out so many times, but I think we need a new battery or something. But I mean, other than that, man, just be the best you can be. Yeah, just keep on keeping on. You know what I'm saying? No, keep consistent. Keep doing it. Find yourself a support group. You know, remember, drop the ego. Keep your head down and just keep working. You know, find what works for you. Yeah. Cool. And by the way, you know, we got merch coming out pretty soon here. Merch as in like clothing. Yeah. So very excited for that. That'd be really cool. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things in the work. Yeah. With that being said, I mean, that's it. All right, guys. You have a good one. Remember, subscribe and check out my Instagram. Also, check out my website.
Excited to hear your guys' feedback. Have a great day.